This episode of Disruptive Native is going to focus on email marketing, specifically newsletters. Now, there's a few things that you need to know before you start. You don't want to be spamming prospective clients because this could do untold damage to your brand. So allow them to opt in and don't just flood their inboxes without the information. You also need to be aware of the POPIA Act, which is the Protection of Personal Information Act, which prevents you from taking people's personal emails from other sources where they haven't signed in. Now, if you're like me, during lockdown, I got hooked to online shopping because we didn't really want to move around into the shops. So there's a few sites I want to show you who send newsletters out and who I think do it the right way. Let's go and have a look. The first site I want to show you is a site called One Deal a Day. They send out a daily newsletter and they give you the option of subscribing or unsubscribing. And as the name suggests, they send out daily deals that last for only 24 hours. So the email comes through quite early at about 6 a.m. and a few minutes after that I'm on the site. It allows you to then order online, make a payment, and it gets delivered to you. Some really cool deals. What I like is the language they use on the site as well, because they use a lot of puns to introduce one of their biggest deals. And as a fan of that kind of ploys, they usually reel me in, and that's how I get to buy some goodies from their site. What you need to remember when you're using newsletters to lure in potential customers to your website is that you're competing with others. So you want to have quite an attractive presentation. What also helps is not just leaving URLs, because who wants to spend time going to a website and typing in a URL? So you want to rely on HTML. This allows you or the user to go into the body of the mail. There'll be a graphic there with your wares on display, and to click one touch and you're right there at the site where you can have a point of sale. Another of my favorite online shopping sites is Adidas. I'm a big fan of the brand, and when their newsletter arrives, it doesn't take much motivation for me to click and buy something that I want, not necessarily something I need. The site is very user-friendly, it's easy to do a transaction, and it's quite young and vibrant. Also, you'll all know by now that I am a stickler for correct grammar and proper spelling. So please, if you're going to send out newsletters to prospective customers, the worst thing that you can do is to have sloppy grammar and poor spelling and apostrophes that are all over the place. Nothing is going to chase me further away from your newsletter, your brand, and your website if you do that. So maybe get a copy editor or sub-editor to have a look at your work before you send it out. Remember, it's your brand and your reputation and your brand identity that's at stake here. It's very useful also to track analytics. You can use Google Analytics, or you can see how many people are accessing your HTMLs via email to track trends, and in that way you can have more of a more targeted approach when sending out your emails to prospective customers, so you get better return, a better result, and hopefully better sales. So that's it from Disruptive Native. For more content like this, visit loudhousemedia.co.za. I'm Gesante Bade.